Hello and welcome, my Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your soulmate reading for November-ish 2019. I am your reader, Paul Lind. No. Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and really, really honored and happy to be a YouTuber. Never thought this was going to be in the divine plan, but here I am. Leo rising, by the way, Virgo, Sun, Pisces, Moon, Leo rising. Yeah, it's like Leo, Virgo, Libra. I have Venus and Libra, so it's like these things. It's like, can we keep me out of this? But, you know, collective reads. So, welcome to my channel if you're new. To my subscribers, welcome back. I'm shooting for that 1,000 plus subscribers mark so that I can do super live chatting as an incentive, because I'm just so much fun and so generous as a Virgo with a Leo rising Mars conjunct. I will do one super live chat per month as a drunk tarot. Now, I do not drink when I read professionally or when I'm doing, you know, these regular reads that I'm doing, because I get, you know, I'm actually doing a party out in the Riches on Sunday, 4 hours worth of reading. And they're going, oh, would you like a glass of wine? I'm like, would you like me to have no filter? Would you like me to just... I am by nature diplomatic. I've got a pretty strong diplomat archetype within me. So, but it's a lot of fun, too. It's like I try and be kind, but I get goofier as I go. And I don't drink a lot, so really, one bottle of Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, something like that, and I just do them as shots for each reading, for each whatever. It's like, you will have a lot of fun. And it's purely for entertainment only, but don't be surprised if the gods, Dionysus in particular, decide to hijack me, because it happens all the time. Cool, cool. So welcome to my newbies. Please do subscribe. I'm a lot of fun, and I can deliver really spiritual truth that may seem harsh. Oh, it's 111. Fifth dimensional unity, consciousness, truth in a way that is really loving and warm and heart-centered and funny as fuck usually. That's my MO. Okay? What else we got here? Oh, right. This is a soulmate read. And how I define soulmates is a little bit different from what's going on out there. Thanks to the work of Matt Kahn. I actually have a link in the description box below of a video he did. All for Love, Matt Kahn is his channel. Oh God, Soul Contracts, Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined. I watched that about over a year ago, and just, wow, made so much sense. Because conflating twin flame and soulmate together, they're both soul contracts, but they're two very different kinds. So I've even done my own video called Clarifying Twin Flames, Soulmates, and True Lovers. The True Lovers is like my download. Go watch that. My clarifying vids are I think, they'll help you understand me as a reader, right, of how I'm seeing things. So a soulmate contract is a pre-incarnational agreement between you and another soul. It's a one-on-one contract. To help each other heal. It's satisfying, it's soothing, it's symbiotic, it's sympathetic, right? Doesn't mean there aren't bumps in the road and arguments, but they always tend to work themselves out. Why? Because you're there to help each other heal. Not always in the romantic sexual paradigm at all, you know? It's like, my mother and I are soulmates, my father and I were twin flames. Twin flames are turbulent relationships that teach you how to love yourself, right? You learn how to love yourself and set boundaries and give to yourself what the other by contract can't give you. But soulmates, so satisfying, so sweet. A lot of S's, like I'm big on alliteration and occasional assonance, which is not assonance because it's an O and an A. I was raised by a teacher, get over it. I did very well in English, sucked in math. So, yeah, so that's soulmates. What else? Oh, we're going to be doing divine masculine, divine feminine in this spread, just to clarify two different people, right? The thing about divine masculine, divine feminine is that we have both within us. That's the idea, right? The yin and yang from the Tao Te Ching. Like, I certainly identify as a divine feminine in a masculine body. That's fine. But you put me around different people, my divine masculine becomes more dominant in that moment. Like with my mom, she's a queen archetype. I call her Hera because she is. and then I turn into the prince, right? It just brings out the divine masculine archetype within me. And it depends on who I'm dating. Like, you know, like I'll date one person, and it's like the divine feminine is there, and somebody else is like the daddy, right? Like I'll become daddy. Mama or daddy, right? Daddy queen. You feeling me? Good, Leo. I knew you would. I knew you would. So then this is not about bodily gender. This is about energetic dynamic, and it's just an easier way to look at two people in a relationship because they are complementary opposites, yet having the opposite within themselves as well. Boom. Okay. Last thing, please remember to breathe. Because as I'm watching these videos back when I do the edits, I realize how fast I'm going because the energy's high. Excuse me, I'm clearing out a head cold too. It's also why I need to breathe and hydrate. Hopefully that's the last one. All this breathing will do that. But what it is you're breathing in life force, prana, chi. It brings you right into the present moment because you can't be anywhere else than the present moment, right? Inhaling all that you need, the divine love, the light, the grace, the healing, whatever it is that you need. You don't even need to know what you need, right? You're breathing it in, saturating the energy field, the body, and exhaling anything that's ready to go, that doesn't serve anymore. Like in oxygen, out carbon dioxide, right? But on a much more larger energetic level than we realize, because breath is life. When we croak, we exhale. When we're born, we're inhale. You know, we inhale. We are that. We are the breath. The breath is the constant companion and very possibly true oneness. Because everything that lives breathes. Even trees breathe. So deep. Yeah, blessing the cards for y'all, because I always bless the decks. And I tune to my collective pantheons, right? And this one just feels really good and really fun. And it's satisfying soulmate relationships, which is why I will always do them before those fucking twin flame. Oh, those twin flame reads. Oy. So let's do this. Please breathe. Call in your own guides, masters. Do you. You do your leonine thing. Is what we're going to do is we're going to use the Caroline Myss archetype cards. One for the divine feminine, one for the divine masculine. All of the decks that I read are listed in the description box below at the bottom. So as you scroll down, like my 2 books are there, my 2 ebooks. The very first link there is the Path of True Love workshop series that I did on Vimeo On Demand. You might want to check those out. There are trailers for all of them. No, there's one main trailer and then 5 classes, right? There it's like in a series, like 5 episodes. I could have done another 35 of those, but the gods were like, that's enough. A foundation. And I'm actually in process of writing a book based on the series because I've learned so much more since I recorded those in 2017. So here we go. Check my description box. Like and subscribe. Share and hit notifications. Breathe. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, goddess, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please one card to represent the dominant archetype within the divine feminine for this Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign soulmate relationship for November-ish 2019. Oh, well, we've got the witch. Okay, now this one doesn't have any pretty pictures on it because Caroline gave us a bunch of blank cards and there wasn't a witch card, so I'm very good being a witch at defining the light and shadow of that. Now, they just reminded me to say this, that the divine masculine and the divine feminine in this relationship, you should be able to know which one you are within, the first couple of minutes of this. And how you'll know is not up here, because this can talk you into or out of anything. What's going on here? This is a soul power, a soul archetype. So the light and the shadow of the witch. I just drew a pentacle in the center. I'm not a visual artist. I can draw a straight line if you fucking hammered a ruler to a table. Like, nope. I never color inside the lines, except my hair, because it's overtone, purple for brown hair. Thank you, overtone. I feel this is my natural color. The shadow attribute of the witch, we know that. It's the wicked witch. What's a wicked witch? Well, what's a wicked anything? A wicked witch is someone who has wisdom, right? Which means wise one, right? Gender neutral, Republican, Democrat, New Yorker, Californian, right? East Coast, West Coast. It's gender neutral. But they have an ulterior agenda, a shadow agenda. Now, a good way to look at shadow, and I heard this the other day, and I was like, oh, that's a really good way to say that. I'm pretty sure it was Matt Kahn. He said, well, what do you do that you wouldn't want broadcasted, right, to the world? I was like, oh, that's a really, really, really good thing, a hidden agenda. Sneaky, sneaky, right? But the light side of the witch archetype, it's not necessarily, I don't think we're talking Glinda versus Elphaba here, honestly. I'm gay, can't you tell? But we are talking about agenda. We're talking about motivation. So I would consider the witch part of the wisdom family, where it's about the gathering of wisdom through experience, because knowledge ain't wisdom, right? No. You have to incarnate the knowledge all the way into your conduct, into your world, by dealing with whatever rises in the outside world or whatever rises in your inside world. Heal it, love what rises, bless it, right? Now, where we might be looking at, now here's where the Pisces moon kicks in, where the shadow side of this is about manipulation, using what you know in a way that's not so great, that you wouldn't want anybody to know about, but in the light, really using it to what? To heal, to learn, to grow, to evolve. So if you are the divine feminine in this, know that there is a natural, whether you identify as a witch or not, I mean, witch is an archetype. I mean, it is. Pointy hat, some sort of magic going on, usually black cat. I have my three sons. They're all sunning upstairs in the bedroom. I love being a witch. I actually did a Mal vlog called Why Witchcraft, if you want to go check my back catalog. Because sociopolitically is just exactly who I am, right? And though I am not Wiccan, I do adopt the Wiccan read because quantum physics, yes. So let's keep that in mind. The witch, but there's power there, but it's about alchemizing your wisdom, alchemizing your power, alchemizing your emotions, your thoughts, right? Fire, earth, air, water, spirit, the pentacle. Alchemizing all of that from shadow to light, from lead to gold in this soulmate relationship. And remember, this is what the relationship contract is, to help each other heal, right? So let's keep it in the light, but that doesn't mean you have to travel by bubble. I don't trust anybody who travels by bubble. Never trust anyone who travels by bubble. That was the line. Let's get one for the divine masculine, shall we? Breathe. My collective pantheon of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. This feels so delicious. Please, one archetype card for the divine masculine in this Leo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign relationship for November-ish 2019. Ooh, the mystic! I am a mystic. I have the mystic archetype. Interestingly enough, it's conjoined with the witch because I am a witch mystic. Hurrah! Holy crap. Now, I am Leo rising, so I'm going to have to, be very discerning about what the fuck comes up out of my mouth. I curse like a sailor, but they love me for that. Don't know why. So look at this, the mystic, the mystic. Now, people are like, ooh, I want to be a mystic. No, you don't. Because you have to learn how to endure the mysteries of the divine and the mysteries of life. You have to be comfortable with uncertainty. Welcome uncertainty into your body and say, how can I serve you, uncertainty? And it's going to say, I want you to find out everything. And it's like, okay, we will. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's pray on that. Let's go in it. Let me read the archetype. The shadow side. Delusional rapport with the divine. We've seen them. It's madness, right? I mean, so many names are coming to mind, mostly public, but some that I've had direct experience with, where really they're mad. It's delusional rapport. That doesn't say that they don't have rapport with the divine, but it's delusional. The difference between saying we are all the children of the gods and I am the only child of the gods, right? You can see there's a distortion there. There's delusional there. But I don't think the mystic archetype comes up unless there's some sort of a connection, because a mystic, being a lifelong mystic, can tell you it's about cultivating an intimate relationship with the divine. Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Fred, Wilma, Zan, Jada, Shaggy, Scooby, Fred, Velma, and Daphne. Whatever your higher power is, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, whatever form the divine takes, the content is source. A mystic is one who cultivates that, right? So the light side revels in intimate union with the divine, to be in love with the divine, to be in love with God, to experience the love of God. Take it out of gender, please. The love of God is both a noun and a verb. There's something to contemplate. What is the love of God as both noun and then again verb? That was one my guides gave me. Experiencing the love of God as noun and verb. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. So a witch and a mystic. That's really cool, Leos. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. So we're going to, those are the dominant energies now for the reading. Everything's going to relate back to them. We are going to use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Fiona Morgan, love her dearly. Great deck. Feminist deck, really speaks to the divine feminine. We are going to pick 5 cards: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, which is very apropos for the witch archetype. To see fire, what she wants; earth, what she has, the fuel to get her what she wants; air, what she thinking; water, what she feeling; and spirit, the overview. You with me? Let's do this. Breathe. My goddesses, please, element spread, top 5 cards for this Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, for the divine feminine in this Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, soulmate contract for November-ish 2019. Please, top 5 cards. You tell me when. Riffle, then cut. Thank you. My goddesses, my ladies, my maidens, my mothers, my crowns. Got it. And maiden. Oh, okay. Mother. Crone. That was not a clean cut. One hinged to the joint of my finger because it wanted to be the top card. So that happens on occasion. I don't like it. I'm a Virgo, but I'm having fun with the Leo vibe. Ready? For the divine feminine, this might be the Leo, it might not, might be the divine masculine. We're going to find out. What does she want? Element of fire. Oh, the 5 of Cups, the storm, to get through the storm. Now, the only way that you could want the 5 of Cups is to do emotional transformation, right? Change. 5, the Pentacle. What's the point of working a Pentacle if you just want shit to stay the same, right? Yeah, but that is even changing the state, if it's in a state of flux, to stabilize it, right? So there's something about this witch archetype, divine feminine, wanting to either make it through the storm, because no storm lasts forever. And if you love what rises in safe space, right, and don't act on what rises emotionally, pull yourself back, do the wise thing, talk to what's upset inside of you, talk to these emotions like they are children, right? Like, and so a bunch of children, one can be sad, one can be angry, one can be frustrated, one can be just depressed, right? And there's a difference between sadness and depression. Sadness is usually linked to disappointment. Depression is a feeling of total powerlessness, right? And this card has always, in every deck, been seen as emotional turmoil of one sign or another. It can also be that the witch wants to serve in some way with wisdom, not just for themselves, but for the divine masculine here, to perhaps help them weather through the storm. We'll see what goes along with that. What does she have? The element of earth. So if you think of a candle, it's the wax and wick. That's the fuel of the flame. Alliteration, goddess. Oh, what she got is 9 of Pentacles. God bless the goddess that has got her own. That's got her own. She's really standing on herself. Very stable. Has what she needs. This is Pentacles, so, you know, wealthy, who knows, but has her own, very much in her own thing, very self-accomplished, independent, but I sense in a holistic self, in a holistic sense, like, has really balanced herself out. She's not quite at the 10, maybe that's what the divine masculine brings in, that extra pentacle to make it a 10, we'll see. But is really stable and fertile and abundant and nurturing, but very good with holding her own gourd. No, that's fine. Whenever you're ready. The storms are brewing. I'm here, right? So, a safe port in a storm. Yeah. That doesn't mean she's not caught up in the storm. That doesn't mean that that's not, her emotions aren't part of this, but this is a soulmate contract here. So something about healing and balancing the self and the other, helping each other heal. What's she thinking? Well, we got the card of deception here. Now, isn't this just where it all goes awry? That I don't get the sense that this witch, this divine feminine, is deceiving themselves. Not at all. That she's aware of deception. Something's going on. Something is going on. She may not have the deets. She may not have all the information, but there's a bit of hoodwinking going on here. I don't feel like the witch is doing that, but again, shadow side, right? And I'm reading a collective, right? So, you know, you don't have to be a witch to be doing any of this. You don't have to identify, you don't have to be casting spells or anything like that. But there's something here, wow, there's an intensity about this card, really on her mind. Four of Swords, right? So kind of this witch is going in and saying, all right, well, I know there's deception going on here. I see it, but I don't know what's behind the deception, just that there is deception. So kind of using her mind in a way to go within, to close the eyes, to tap into something deeper, perhaps clairvoyance, intuition, etc. What's she feeling? This should be interesting. Now I get what this storm is about to an extent. And what she's feeling is the divine masculine. Pan. Where is he? I have a Pan statue up here somewhere. I don't know where he is. Horny little goat god. Pan, this is the Emperor and the Hierophant in this deck. She's feeling him. She's picking up on him. I bet you anything that the divine feminine is intuitively tapped into this divine masculine soul contract, empathically at least, right? Having emotions that aren't hers. Well, a percentage of them might be. Some of it might, you know, be her own unresolved emotional stuff, but this is all getting stirred up. But what she's really feeling is she's empathing the divine masculine, the mystic. And that's why she's like, something, something's like, do you ever have that? Like, I believe me, I've had that. I'm a Pisces moon. Where you're just like going along and all of a sudden, right? Even here at home alone with my cats, right? No TV on, no nothing. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere. And I've learned to step back and go, okay, nothing triggered that from the outside. My mind wasn't in that direction. WTFMJ. What the fuck, my gods? You take a breath. You tune in. And then what I'll do is I'll pick up a divination system or I'll muscle test. It's like, is this me? Is this me? No, right? This is not me. Is this him? Oh. So that could drive somebody crazy, right? If they don't know. If they don't know about their own empathic skill. Now, by the way, there's a difference between being an empath and having empathy. Empathy is part of the human condition. And everybody has empathy unless it's been damaged by them being wounded. Right? So they shut off their empathy. What was that wonderful series of Vampire Diaries, right? Like when the vampires would turn off their humanity, right? Holy shit. Right? And then when they turn it back on, they're like, oh, fuck, what did I do, right? Damien. Oh, he was so cute. I hope he works again. He's probably typecast forever. Let's hope not. I know he's married. I'm not going to try and nail him. No more third parties for this witch. What's spirit here? What is the overview? Meditation. Girl, clear your field. Now, again, you can be a guy watching this, identifying with the divine feminine, but girl, clear your field, right? Six of Blades. You know, usually we see Six of Blades in the gondola, crossing from troubled waters, a gondola over troubled waters, right, into smoother seas. So there's something definitely here about bringing yourself into mental balance, right? Now, oh, this is the Seven of Blades, right? This deck, I love Fiona Morgan for that, does that. And usually Seven of Blades, we don't see that in this way. So this really, I connect with that Six of Blades energy of really not stilling the mind, but being the witness, bringing yourself into mental balance. So we only have one major arcana card there, but it is the Emperor. And by the way, this can be that she's also feeling her own divine masculine energy within her. But with that, see, and you know, the Five of Cups, to have the Five of Cups in the fire position, if I want this, it may be that I want to understand what's going on here, because really, I am solid and stable. What the fuck is going on? I'm feeling this divine masculine in this soulmate contract. Let's do the same for the divine masculine using the Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke. Breathe. What's a little mucus amongst friends? My gods. Please, top 5 cards, element spread for the divine masculine in this Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, soulmate contract for November-ish 2019. Please, what's fire, earth, air, and water? Oh, there we go. Fire, earth, air, water for this divine masculine. Gotcha. And we do sun, we do father, we do sage. Sage. I apologize, God, I hope you're not wearing earbuds. That's so horrible. I know. It's the change of seasons here on Long Island. Everybody's got a little touch of the bug. What does this divine masculine want? Well, he wants the sun. So look, she wants to get through the storm. He wants the sun. Of course, a mystic would, right? The god Apollo, who sits solo in the throne of Leo for me. In my pantheons, I teach pantheonic consciousness stuff a lot. Did. Magic, Miracles, and Mysticism. It's a really, really great series. Witch Class Cycle 3. We never got them all on tape. Really, really good. I'd love to teach that stuff again. But the sun, the happiest card in the deck, which actually came from a reader who originally said it on a video. Her name's Patty McLean. Secrets of the Tarot, or Mysteries of the Tarot. You can find it now on YouTube. It's narrated by Christopher Lee, and he's just a fucking hoot through the whole thing. And there's a guy who's dressed up as the Fool who goes through all the major arcana cards, does cartwheels and shit. It's really fun. I used to use it as part of my tarot certification workshop. Yes, I've taught people how to read tarot professionally for over 20 years. So there's this thing here of wanting the sun to shine, but of course that would make sense if he's at storm, right? Wanting the healing, wanting the clarity, wanting the upliftment, right? The enlightenment, which is sort of a go-to for mystics in general. So what does he have? The element of earth. Well, second major arcana card, the Fool. He's ready. He's like, faith's not an issue on this one. Where do I got to jump? Show me the cliff. Let's go. Right? The leap of faith. Leap of faith. Now, this is Dionysus, my main patron. He's so much fun. I love him. But a god of death and rebirth, right? So here he is emerging from the cave, right? Like emerging from the time in the underworld, ready to be reborn. Vegetation gods just sort of do that. We'll say. So yes, a leap of faith, but also in innocence, looking up, focusing on what? The sun, right? All right, I'm headed towards rebirth, headed towards the light. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What's he thinking? Third major arcana card, the Empress. So we've got the Emperor and the Empress. So what he think about? He think about, oh, right. Yeah. So she's feeling him. He's thinking about her. Do you think maybe she's feeling his emotions? Oh my goodness gracious. You two need to educate yourselves on this stuff so that she doesn't think she's fucking crazy. What is happening to me, right? Fucking Sage and Palo Santo all over the place. You know, throwing up wards like fucking Fort Knox. Sorry. A little dragon's blood. a little acacia, a little copal to sweeten it. Trust me, charcoal disc, you good to go. Burn it on sage. It's lovely. Yeah. So these two really love each other. I don't know the form of the relationship. We'll see. We have other cards that can indicate that. But that's just lovely. I mean, really, if these two are not in communication with each other, they really do need to communicate. So whoever, is watching this reading, get in touch with the other one if you're in communication, if that's safe, if that's sane, if that's, your gut to do so, and just go, can we just talk real quick? Can we? Let's see. What's he feeling? That should clarify things. Well, Ace of Swords, he wants to communicate, right? He's feeling, but if it's emotional, then he's feeling the communication, the Ace of Swords, a beginning thought, a beginning thing. Wow. So yeah, I mean, there's transceiving and broadcasting and receiving both ways here. But it feels like he's picking up on her thoughts, she's picking up on his feelings. Total divine masculine, divine feminine dynamic. Holy crap, holy. One more. Spirit, what's the overview here? And yet another. Major Arcana card, Temperance. Temperance, work this out. Balance it. There's Iris. Iris, the goddess of the dawn, all right? Bringing that light and that water into perfect balance. Oh, this feels so nice. That there is, of course, with this amount of Major Arcana going on here. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and with her, with Pan 5, so that's half the deck, half the spread is Major Arcana here. Then we're really looking at the overview here is that this is something that's making them stronger, but they have to be patient, disciplined, honorable, to move forward into health and helping each other heal. That's pretty nifty. This is lovely. What a lovely thing for us Leos. I mean, how can I not identify with the... Except, I don't know, who am I in a relationship with? The divine masculine mystics. Oh, the mystics I know. Or divine feminines, except for ones on YouTube, right? Let's ask the higher selves of all involved. The higher selves, 5th dimension and above. Ready? Breathe. Can't wait. I should neti pot later. I'm going to have to redo my makeup. Of course I'm wearing pressed powder, eyeliner, and mascara. Otherwise I'm like blank shiny face. No. Sicilian skin. But Irish eyes, you see. Here we go. Higher selves of all involved. Please, one card in clarity for the Divine Feminine Witch archetype in this Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, soulmate contract for November-ish 2019. Please, one for the Divine Feminine Witch. This card is... I was raised by the sarcastic. Turn on your heart lights, let it shine wherever you go. Ouch. Never liked that movie. Kind of love Neil Diamond though. The millennials are like, what was that? Turn on your heart light, Divine Feminine Witch. Allow yourself this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love, right? So anything that opens the heart chakra, sweetheart. Love yourself. Love what rises. Love him. Send him love. Storms come and go. They leave the sky's clearer and the ground, pardon me, nourished by water, right? Yeah, there's a change in the emotional field here. But I think if you're the one watching this, cross-watcher or otherwise, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm feeling him. Like this one guy I've been dealing with for 20 years, I cut him out of my life. But every now and again, I get a flash out of nowhere. Like, and I don't think he's mystic. So, but I can really relate to the Divine Feminine in this one. But particularly lower back pain. Like, I do yoga, right? I was a dancer for years, so I go back and forth between dance warm-ups and yoga. So one night I was like, what is this? Like, I'm doing all the usual things, right? Because lower back pain, and so what? Everybody's got it in one form or another. I hope you don't, right? And I tuned into it, and I was like, is this him? Because it was coming in through the back, not through the front, right? When it comes in this way, empathy this way, empathic skill this way, it's like, yeah, it's conscious. Comes into the back, and I just listened to the voice, and though it wasn't his voice, it's his emotion. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck. Second chakra, second chakra, second chakra. And so keep an eye on your keep a third eye on your second chakra, because that's the one-on-one umbilical energetic connection. Anatomy of the Spirit, Caroline Myss. Do your research if you're the Divine Feminine Witch, and really the Mystic, you probably already read it. I love Caroline Myss. She's from Chicago. All right, let's get from the higher self of all involved for the Divine Masculine. Please. The higher selves of all involved, please. One, whisper of love. Love this deck. Whisper of love. For the Divine Masculine in this Leo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, Soulmate contract for November-ish 2019. Love endures. Love endures. Love, not indoors. E-N-D-U-R-E-S. Divine Masculines make the very best chocolate. Love does not give up or lose faith. Faith, total part of the mystic. Love is hopeful, totally, on a good day, part of the mystic, and withstands every situation, even storms. This is delish. Regardless of what your situation is. Now, turn on your heart light, and love endures. Yeah, there are some indications here that this might be second chakra isn't just about, sex and romance, right? Be any one-on-one connection. The sacred truth of the second chakra is honor one another. But you can't do that without the solar plexus, honor thyself, right? Anatomy of the Spirit, Caroline Myss. So there's a dynamic here that feels very, very sympathetic, great word, sympathetic soulmate, but cannot feel the external form of this relationship just yet. And we only have one more card down. Oh, so let's do that. The Journey of Love Oracle. God, I can't wait till this clears. I mean, I could Dayquil myself into a stupor, but I just don't want all those chemicals going through my body when I'm working. I have to get out the garlic and honey again. That's fine. Neti pot. Here we go. Now for this one, we only got... Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just water. I have a pure, P-U-R, pure filter pitcher. There we go, and I collect cobalt blue glass, so very ho'oponopono. I studied with Dr. Hewlin. Oh my God, that was 10 years ago. I studied with Dr. Hewlin. Ho'oponopono. Journey of Love. I picked up this deck in Saratoga. Oh, the same place I picked up the Whispers of Love, Saratoga Springs, the Magic Moon. Hi, Veronica. I think she's a Leo. You might be watching this. If you're in the area, go say hi to Veronica. Tell them Mark Angelo, Lyons Mel for short, sent you. I love those people. And I'm going up for the holidays, so I think I'm going to do some readings there if they have space for me. Let them know you want me there if you're local. So this deck is so beautiful. It is by Alana Fairchild, Rasuli, and Richard Cohn. I have not memorized every meaning on here. That's going to take me years, but every time I use it in my personal work or one of these readings, it's always so dead on and very powerful. So we're going to pull the card. I'm going to kind of read the energy from it, and then we're going to read the guidebook, because the guidebook gives a general description, an oracular meaning, and then a poem. And people have actually been commenting on the poem that's what clicks it in for them, right? So let's do this. We started with the Caroline Myss archetype deck. Breathe, Mark. With the collective pantheons, and so we will end with the collective pantheons. Breathe. I have to breathe through my mouth right now. If I breathe through my nose, it's not going to go well. There you are, my collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, one card only, in clarity, for this Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, soulmate contract for November-ish 2019. This one. What you got for us? Oh boy, here we go. Hidden beauty. Number 45. 4 and 5 makes 9, right? So hidden beauty. Perhaps not to be so very... Oh, but hidden. Internal. Hidden beauty. Number 45. Alaska. Anus thing is possible. Number 45. Hidden beauty. Really pretty card, too. Right? Just sort of like... Meow. Meow. Hidden beauty. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there is more to be revealed. There is more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. The Virgo in me really likes that. I won't dog-ear a page in a book, but I can remember 45. This oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy. There's the deception card. Joy, hope, and reassurance. The Sun card. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at present. Mystics get puzzled. We just do. So do witches. It's usually the witch, though, who made the puzzle. Take heed and relax. All is as it is meant to be, and soon you, too, will be able to see. I should work for Sounds True. I should do voiceover work. Here's the poem, Breathe. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light. And you. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, these two might not be in separation. Oh, let's just do the overview so that I don't smear my eyeliner. Magic clap! We've got the witch archetype on the divine feminine side. What does she want is to make it through this storm, to help heal this storm, to help heal through this storm. What has she got? She's got her own. She's got her 9 of Pentacles, standing strong on her own, got her career, right? Got her space, got her energy, grounded, solid, yet not quite at the 10 of Pentacles. What is she thinking? There's a deception going on here. There's something I'm not getting here, which was totally spoken about in that hidden beauty oracle, right? And sort of closing her eyes to the outside world to look within to find what appears to be missing. What is she feeling? The divine masculine. There is a soul contract, empathic bond from her to him. In other words, she's really feeling her stuff, and if she's not realizing that, then there can be a lot of crazy making going on with that, indicated by the 7 of Blades in the spirit position, which is saying meditate, contemplate, slow down, breathe, feel this out, love what rises. But this is a mental thing. There's 2 swords cards here, 2 blades cards in her read. For the divine masculine, the mystic here, what does he want? He wants the sun. He wants the light to return. He wants to bask in the beauty, perhaps at this moment, the hidden beauty of life. And in this situation, what has he got? He's got the Fool. I have a feeling this mystic has gone to the underworld and back so many times he has a speed pass, and is emerging from the underworld, emerging from a death aspect of a cycle which comes to everyone. It's in nature. It's all that rises falls, all that is renewed erodes, and then is renewed again, around and around. So ready to begin again, a new beginning. Like, is beginning again, or is at least taking the first step or steps. What is he feeling? The Empress, the Divine Feminine here, considering she's got the Nine of Pentacles in what she has. Of course, he's thinking about her, right? Sorry, the position of air. What is he thinking about? Cannot stop thinking about the Divine Feminine. And as a result, she's picking up on his emotions, which is a little unfair if he's aware of it, right? It's like, mind yourself, mystic. Mind your mind, mystic. But in his emotions is this Ace of Swords, a real desire to communicate, a desire for clarity, a desire for a new conversation, a new thought to be expressed here, one perhaps that he's downloading from the divine through mystical means. And his spirit overview is temperance, that he's got to get his shit together, right? That's through the lens of temperance. It's like, yes, this is intense. What you're going through with 4 out of 5 major arcana cards here. This is major spiritual stuff going on, but the Fool, the Sun, the Empress, and Temperance says something in and of itself, particularly in that order. That there needs to be a tempering here, a time for healing, a time for a lot of patience, a lot of discipline, but one that brings light, one that brings balance, one that brings fairness and honor, so that one can move forward, as we often see in the Rider-Waite deck. Archangel Michael, to me, that's Archangel Michael. He's got the sun disk and the triangle of fire on him, right? Pouring the cups, but 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, right? So going from that which is stable and known to that which, well, you just don't know. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is that, an inch deep? Is that 10,000 leagues under the sea, right? So with of the Fool there, I get that. Now, the Whispers of Love here for the Divine Feminine, turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So get this, Divine Feminine, if you're the one watching this, that if you can open your heart to these emotions that now you get are shared, let's say that, with the Divine Masculine, as painful and as tumultuous as they may be, by loving what arises. Please reference Matt Kahn, wrote a book called whatever, All That Arises, Love That, but check out his YouTube channel, it's amazing. Very helpful for me, at least, as a witch. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Then, yes, you may cry, you may scream, you may tantrum, you may feel all of these emotions, but they need to be heard, they need to be felt, but they don't need to be acted upon, right? That your conduct needs to be in alignment with your highest virtue and wisdom if you want to be the embodiment of the light attribute, the light, the gold of the witch archetype. For the Divine Masculine here, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So I feel like this Divine Masculine mystic here may not need all of the data, all of the information so much, but has faith that this is an enduring love, that no matter what has gone on in this soulmate contract, still loves the Divine Feminine. Is he loving himself? That's another question. But with this hidden beauty, that there's things hidden in this situation, things that are not apparent to either the witch or the mystic, the Divine Feminine, or the Divine Masculine, respectively, but that definitely then they are in separation from each other. But that's the thing about soulmate connections. The Divine Feminine is helping the Divine Masculine heal by processing whatever arises within her, loving what arises. And the Divine Masculine is helping the Divine Feminine heal by accepting, acknowledging that this love is not going away. This is a soulmate contract, a pre-incarnational agreement, possibly a reincarnational agreement, or a meta-incarnational agreement when you incarnate into the same life stream over and over and over again, like watching the same movie, your favorite movie over and over and over again, playing the same video game over and over and over again, but wanting to make more empowering, more wise, more loving, more mystical decisions in the game. Wow. Leo, really, really hot read. I like this. I mean, I gotta say, the reason why I teared up is yeah, it is personal to me, I won't lie. But contracts are canceled by abuse or neglect. And somebody was very abusive. I don't know that they were being abusive. So that you separate, right? And you go into your wisdom, you go into your mysticism, because remember the mystic delusional rapport with the gods. The gods told me to abuse you. Say what? I had to. I had no other choice. Say what? Yeah, you did. But the love is still here. So whether this is me and this divine masculine I've been dealing with for 20 years, doubt it. I've cut off communication. I will not deal with narcissistic behavior, even if the person doesn't know that they're doing narcissistic behavior. Well, they better get wise if they want to hang with this witch. It's just how it rolls. But that's me. In this situation, though, cannot get away from that leonine warm loving, that this wants this to heal, wants this to be happy, wants to weather the storm, both of them. And but with the hidden beauty, the outcome can't be seen. Just be patient, like it said in the Journey of Love guidebook. Cool. Thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe. Remember, Drunk Tarot once a month. If you do, for at least a couple months, we'll see how that goes. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm putting stuff out. Follow me, Instagram. I have fun with my Instagram. I truly do. It's now more of my business stuff and more of my personal stuff, which I enjoy doing that. Or just reach out for a reading. Check out my description box. I read people all the time through Facebook Messenger and Skype, and just plain old, who does this anymore? Telephone, right? Because I'm glad to help and I'm here to serve. And as a Leo rising, I'm feeling you, my Leo. So please reach out. Maybe some energy clearing work, spiritual counseling, stuff like that. Be glad to help. So may this Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign soulmate relationship be blessed with all that it needs for November-ish 2019, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they may return to love, that they may rise into the best of who they are, alchemizing shadow into light, lead into gold, and fulfill their roles in the divine plan for the well-being of all. And so it is. Cool. Love you all so much. Go bask in the sun. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.